What we have here is a roll of 54-inch vinyl. It's a shaded material. You can get it at a fabric store. I bought this at a store that was going out of business. Normally it's $23 a yard. I got this for $8 a yard. And it discovered it by accident. Trying to shade a all glass storm door during the summer on my entryway, and I figured if I hung this up in the window, the antenna would act like a shade and it would cool that entryway down. It had the opposite effect. It actually absorbs the heat from the sun, and it was extremely warm in the entryway. It can get up, surface temperature can get up to be 110 degrees just from the sun. And the vinyl has different properties than what black plastic bags or drop cloths have. So if you've tried the black plastic drop cloths and garbage bags and you were disappointed, you may want to try this here shaded vinyl. It comes in light and it comes in dark shade. It is see-through. So what I have here is where I'm trying to shorten the shaded material to fit in my kitchen window. And I needed to shorten it to 44 inches. I'm using a 1x2 as a curtain rod because it is a little bit heavy. Your kitchen window brackets may not work. They may pull out of the wood, so I'm using this instead. So the trick is, because it has surface tension like sandwich wrap does, to try and get this here to be flat without any wrinkles when they lay on top of each other. It does cling. On hot days it clings even more. Today is October. The day temperature is 60 degrees. So I have some working room that's not laying square here. I need to try and adjust it, get it to be square. There we go. See how that goes. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. My second try, and I'm just using the cloth to bring it into contact so it will act like one thick sheet. Take this out of here now. Yeah, that worked pretty good. And if it gets dirty, you just clean it with window cleaner, and it gets that surface stickiness back. And it's not really sticky; it just clings, has surface cling to itself. So that's the introductory part. We'll go inside and we'll try and hang this in the kitchen window. This is the south window in the kitchen, and I have both east and south, so the solar heat can really warm up the kitchen, and that's what got me interested in what I have here. But I'm improving the efficiency this year by having a solar battery drive a small DC fan motor to move the air circulating the cold air from the bottom, hot air out of the top. But during the install, I'm going to unplug that so I can stop the vinyl from hitting against the fan. It's going to take a little adjustments. But the install in the southern window for me is very fortunate and very easy. I have these corner shelves, and this wood just sits right up there, so that's my install of the vinyl. The hottest I've had here during cold winter days, it gets up to 90 degrees air temperature, not the vinyl touch, the air temperature. The vinyl is hitting 90 and sometimes 100 to 110. So on this southern window, it really catches a lot. Now, if you're just curious and do you want to go any farther than this is simple and easy and not much to it. And for me, there's 3 different ways to conduct heat. It's conduction, where heat moves through a material, which is what the sun does when it heats the vinyl up. The vinyl gets hot. And then there's convection, which is transferring through air, and that's what the heated vinyl does. It heats up the air around it, flowing past it. And then the third way of moving heat is radiation. Now, once it gets heated up, and it gets up around 90 degrees, 95, and I'm up here working at the kitchen counter, I can feel heat coming off of the heated vinyl. That's radiating off of me. So this simple experiment of hanging this vinyl with the properties that it has for heating up is very quick and easy and a way to pass the winter. This is the east-facing window. In September, the sun will rise here in the window. Now that we're into October, the sun is way over here, but I'm getting some sunlight, and I like to take advantage of it with the passive solar heat, using the vinyl with minimum effort. And the thing about hanging the vinyl that's important is that you don't want the vinyl laying against the window. You want an air gap in there to kind of create a box, a solar heater, and the hot air will rise, sucking cold air in at the bottom. And to just make it quick and easy and simple, inside the frame, because I have old windows and they have this double pane here, is I have a board here that the solar vinyl is just going to sit on. And the way this is installed in the window is it just set it in the window, got a board to go across, and that's holding it in place. Because the vinyl is only about 2 pounds. So now we take the vinyl mounted on the board that goes across the length. And it's about 5 inches between the window and the vinyl. And it just hangs there. And with my louvered curtains, because I don't have full-length curtains, I put louvers in. When I open up the louvers, it will allow cold air to be sucked in from the bottom as the vinyl heats and the hot air comes out of the top. And that's simple install, experiment, easy to try. The outside temperature is 30 degrees. And the surface temperature of the vinyl hanging in the window is 90 degrees. And between the vinyl and the window, we have 76 degrees. That's just sun-generated heat. And the way I hung this vinyl, in order to have minimum impact, and it's just temporary for winter, is inside the window frame. I just put these boards in. This here goes up against the window, the side, and this is holding the vinyl absorber, and it just sits on top. Simple and easy. And then when summer, you take the vinyl down and you can either leave or remove the wooden sticks. February 9th. Start of my solar day. The overnight temperature was 30. The current outside temperature is 44. Here we have the south-facing kitchen window. I don't know if you can make it out, but the solar battery is driving the DC motor behind here, circulating the air. The air temperature coming out of the top of the vinyl heater is 74. And the surface temperature where the sun is striking the vinyl, zoom in on it, and you'll see it's close to 100 degrees surface, well, it's over 100 degrees surface temperature. And this is not so much to heat the room as it is to maintain the heat from the morning. The east-facing window, passive solar heat, vinyl. The air temperature coming out of the top. A little bit confusing. The outside ring is the Fahrenheit temperature. The inside ring is centigrade. But it followed up, it's 80 degrees is where the temperature is, the air temperature. Ran out of thermometers. Surface temperature of the vinyl with the thermometer laying against the vinyl is almost 100 degrees. So that's generating heat at 9 o'clock in the morning.